the streets just so I can make the scene. Well, for the mailman, I've been sitting waiting to see about me walking, maybe ice skating on the thin ice that's cracked above the sea that separates me from the ones that are free. Outside, that's where I'm not, cause I'm inside. Not out loud, you know I'm working, trying to pay my way, but it's uphill every day.
John Fulmer and I go back a couple years. We used to play around together at some of the places like Weeds, so on and so forth. And then at the beginning of the year, we did the ad in the Illinois Entertainer and found our drummer friend here, Doug Brott. And from there, we did our first demo over at Warzone Studios and got a bunch of gigs and started playing around on the scene, the Avalon, the Czar Bar, etc., etc. And then I play music out on the streets. I play solo guitar and that sort of stuff. And that's where I hooked up with our friendly neighborhood saxophone player here, playing down at Blues Fest last year, Kevin Sheehan.
I'm the horn. I sit in occasionally, and then I work full-time in Tahiti. I'm an underwater basket weaver. And so when Scott calls me, you know, I come in and sit in. But actually, I was playing by myself, and after the Blues Fest was over, actually, no, it was the Taste of Chicago. Right. And John was there, the bass player. Scott was there, the guitar player. And there was a drummer. Who was that?
Some other guy.
Some other guy.
Who cares?
Yeah, right. And so I was walking down the street of Michigan Avenue, and I hear this, man. And I looked at the bass player, and he goes, "Hey, man, you know, come on, sit in, you know." So I'm like, "Okay." And Scott and John dug me, so
I'd like to plug the street playing because that gives me a chance to play for, you know, hours at a time and really develop the sort of dexterity and ability that you need to be able to play like that. Yeah, I do. I lug an amplifier and a car battery and a converter out there. So I studied with a jazz piano player to get a lot of ideas and took a lot of his stuff and transferred it to the two guitars, and that's been working out pretty good. It's been keeping me very busy. I played a regular guitar for a long time, and of course you have 8 fingers and only 6 strings, 10 fingers. But you play with 8 fingers, the guitar. So I thought it would be a good idea to play 2 necks at the same time, so I went to a great guitar maker in town, a guy named Brad Larson, and he made the guitar for me. And it was a long process, and it took practically a year to make. And I've been playing it for a little over a year, and trying to get it together. Yeah, dig this. This is the Ibanez on the top, the Brad Larson special on the bottom. Now let's get a little wacky here. 201. And this is really, man, it got hit by the rain the other day. We were out playing the Taste of Chicago, and it came down. And so that's a little remnants of that. Kevin was there playing some Wizard of Oz, Wicked Witch is flying through the air music.